Okay, so today we are going to continue our lessons on the 7 Hermetic Principles. Today we will be discussing the principle of vibration. It's one of the 7 Hermetic Principles, and of course Hermetic is interchangeable with words such as secret, esoteric, occult. Hermetic refers to knowledge that's in correspondence with the universe. A practitioner must know these correspondences to effectively work their craft. The Hermetic principles are laws that govern the entire universe. They're not laws that are going to teach you how to perform your art. We'll learn about those later. But the 7 Hermetic principles are laws that govern how the universe works and how it operates. So they don't deal with our craft directly, but our craft must adhere to them. The Hermetic principles, of course, apply to all things inside and outside of our craft. These principles are a good starting point for any practitioner because it's considered the starting point of your scholarly studies. And at the beginning of this lesson, I want to remind you, this is the school of magic. I want you to be scholarly. I want you taking notes. I want you doing your own research. It's important to learn the 7 Hermetic principles first, for it's going to teach the practitioner how universe and how your craft or your art work hand in hand in unison. These principles, of course, they cannot be broken because they're not values, they're not morals, they're understandings. They are knowledge. They are knowledge that until today were a secret to you. They are hidden knowledge about how the universe works. Okay? Now, the principle of vibration, as well as all the 7 Hermetic principles, should be thought of as laws. And the particular law of principle says that everything, not some things, everything is in a constant state of motion. The chair you're sitting on, your body, your different organs, even God himself is in a constant state of motion or vibration. Nothing, absolutely nothing is at rest. Everything moves, everything vibrates, and everything circles. It's how the universe communicates. It's a language. It's a language using different vibrations and different tones. So everyone and everything, even God, is in a constant vibration. Now, we can't see these vibrations with our naked eye because the movement is too fast, or maybe even too slow, for us to pick up on with our natural sight. Think of a spoked wheel, for example. When that wheel isn't moving, which of course it always is, the non-movement is an illusion, but when it appears to the naked eye that that wheel is not moving, not only can you see the space between the spokes, but you can stick your finger in there. But once that wheel begins to move at a certain speed, you no longer see those spokes. It appears to be whole. You no longer see the space. It appears to be solid. You no longer could feel the space. If you put your finger in there, depending on how fast the wheel goes, you will not be able to penetrate that space. The same is true for everything that you look at. Mass is an illusion. Substance is an illusion. Everything is an illusion. Now, science teaches us that everything transmutes, or everything has the ability to manifest in some degree due to its vibrational state. It is a thing's vibration that controls such things as temperature, the speed of movement, the tone. Remember, this is everything, both macro, God, the planets, as well as micro, quantum atoms. And the micro and the macro all relate to one another through the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. An example of that would be how the moon affects the ocean tides, for example. And there's a science that studies vibrations and its effect on matter, and that science, of course, is called quantum physics. This science studies the smallest form of matter known to man, the quantum atom, pure energy. Now, this is a fairly new science, Prior to this science, the quantum atom was called the God particle. And we talked about that in our last lesson as we discussed the principle of mentalism. The God particle, or the quantum atom, in reality, according to the principle of mentalism, is God's original thought vibration. They're all one and the same. So, we now know that quantum atoms are the smallest form of matter, or energy, and they make up of everything and everyone. And these quantum atoms are everywhere, and they are now, and now we know that they are in a constant state of vibration, in a constant state of movement around each other and movement against each other. And this is how the universe communicates. It's the universal language. And today, we're going to look at science and life application to see how this could help us in our lives. Let's look at light for an example. Light has a vibration. Light, and thus colors, have vibration. The entire electromagnetic wave spectrum of visible light produces different colors. And colors are simply waves vibrating at different frequencies or at different rates. On one end of the spectrum you have red, and on the other end you have violet. They appear to be different things, but they are the same thing. They're on the same wavelength. Red has the longest wavelength, and red has the lowest frequency, while violet has the shortest wavelength and the highest frequency. Now, there are two kinds of electric lighting that one can buy. There's warm light and cool light. Warm light contains a greater mixture of lower frequency color waves, such as yellow and orange. And cool light contains a greater mixture of higher frequency lights, such as green and blue. Now think about the lighting and the effect it has on one's environment. Lighting on one's environment is crucial. It affects our life's work. It affects our play. It affects our life at rest, etc. Light, it controls stimulation. Light controls relaxation. And light controls our energy levels. The right type of light we experience in our day-to-day lives can really have a positive or negative influence on our vibration, and thus on our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. So if you want to start raising your vibrations so that you can make magic manifest more easily, a good way to begin is look at the type of lighting you have in your home and begin to make the proper changes. The same is true for sound. Sound has a vibration. Sound is a vibration. All sound can be measured for its vibrational state. So we need to be aware of this. For example, music. Music with a lot of bass is music at a low vibration. And what they call high energy music is music at a high vibration. We enjoy listening to different types of music. Why? Because we like to experience different ranges of emotion that this music brings out of us. The variety of feelings in life makes it fun. It makes it meaningful. High energy dance music, for example, appeals to younger people because they are highly energetic and highly expressive. But as we get older, slower and emotionally entrancing music is what we desire to hear when we want to be moved. When we want to be moved in a deep and sensual way. So the right type of music we experience in our day-to-day lives can really have a positive and or negative influence on our vibration, and thus on our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. And that's just the tone of the music. We're not even getting into the spelling or spells of the words that are spoke. But sound has a direct, great influence on our vibrational state. We need to start looking at what we're listening to and what we're watching on TV, because all that has an effect on our vibrational state. The lower vibrational level you're at, as your aura or as your total electromagnetic state of your body, the harder it is for you to do magic. Because, as you know, our bodies vibrate in themselves. Our bodies are electromagnetic, and thus they have a vibrational field. The organs in your body all operate at different frequencies, with your heart having the highest frequency out of them all, and your pancreas having the lowest frequency. The vibration of our bodies has a profound influence on our ability to attract positive experiences. The higher vibration that you have or that you're experiencing, the more of a magnet you're going to become as a result of the thoughts that you hold in your mind. Because everything starts with the principle of mentalism. It all starts with the mind. You can't do anything without first thinking it first. So by holding only thoughts of things that you wish to manifest into your reality and then keeping your vibrations high, you will find that your wishes and your desires or your wants will manifest faster and easier. When you learn to see everything as a vibration, and vibrations in different terms or of different rates, you will understand what you need in order to obtain the desired effect in any situation that you come upon. This is the entire premise behind the now popular law of attraction. I put the law of attraction in my intro video, okay? Because I will talk a lot of the law of attraction. But the law of attraction is really the most simplest form of the 7 Hermetic Principles. They're one and the same. Okay? This is how your body and thus you communicate to the universe. You see, you're not an observer of the universe like we were taught in high school, but rather you're a participant. You are connected to everything and everybody. And you're connected and you're communicating through your vibration. So it's all about balancing and controlling your vibration. And once you are aware of this principle of vibration, and once you get in the habit of always thinking in terms of vibration, you can understand practically everything. You can understand anything. Everything and anything that happens in the physical world, having this awareness is like seeing the world in a code, sort of like in the Matrix, when Neo sort of figures things out and sees the worlds in binary code, and therefore is able to manipulate the world at a mastery level. That's what we need to strive for. Not only is your body a vibration, but believe it or not, your health or your healthiness has a vibrational state to it. We know your body has a vibration, and it's this vibration that determines if your body becomes alkaline or acidic. Having this awareness is going to keep your mind and body healthy and wise, because health is a vibration. And we already know that temperatures are a vibration. Okay, you speed things up and it gets warmer. Okay, a cold and damp, dark place or places with lack of airflow are breeding grounds for bacteria, whereas sunny places that has an abundance of airflow and sunshine, well, they eliminate unhealthy microorganisms. These types of environments affect our health because these types of environments had different vibrational states. Sickness or disease, they seek to weaken or destabilize your vibration. They bring your vibration tones down, and you can only get sick when your vibrational tones are down. I went probably about 3 years at one point in my life without even experiencing a cold because I was able to maintain my vibrational levels. Unfortunately, I ended up having a cold about a year ago, but I haven't had one since again. The more vibrant and stable a person is, the more alive and the more constructive he or she can become. The more lackluster or unstable he or she is, the less alive and the more destructive that person becomes. You ever wonder why as a child you were told to drink warm water when you were sick? We see every generation before us knew of these vibrational principles. They just didn't call it the principle of vibration, but they had the knowledge. They found ways to regulate. They found ways to regulate their body frequency. So drinking warm water, for example, they knew that when your body is sick, there are things within it that are clogging up your system and slowing down some functions. Warm water is high vibration, whereas cold water is low vibrations. They knew that the body needs energy to move that sickness out of the body or to destroy that sickness. That is why experts advise us to drink plenty of water. It is the medium that your blood cells use to mobilize their work. And we're going to study this a little bit later in an entire lesson in itself. But I will let you know that it is impossible for any disease known to man to live in a body or a host that is in an alkaline state. Alkaline equates to high vibration. All diseases, colds, and whatnot can only survive when your body is acidic. So we need to really watch what we eat and whatnot, and how we feel and how we think. Wow, I just realized we're already at the 15-point mark, and that's really where I wanted the length of my videos to be. So I'm going to make this into 2 videos. When I come back, we're going to talk about the importance of the vibrational state of our feelings, because yes, feelings also have a vibration. We're going to look at life application as to how to raise our vibrations through the food and drink that we consume. And we're going to look at changes in our lives that we could facilitate that will raise our spiritual vibration. Because yes, even spirit, God himself, angels, demons, and other beings, other spiritual beings, they all have a vibration as well. Why? Because everything vibrates. Everything is in motion. It is the language of the universe according to the principle of vibration. If you enjoyed these videos, I encourage you please to support us by subscribing, by liking, by commenting, by sharing. See you next week as we have part 2 on the principle of vibration.